Hi guys, it's Suzanne. I'm back again with another video, and this video is just the video of my monthly mani. So basically all the manicures that I wore in the month of, what month is this? June. And if you don't know, I always rate my manicures 1 through 5. And if you've been here a while, somewhere on the screen I'll put a time description or notification so you can skip over this spiel because you've heard it before. But if you're new to my channel, you won't have a clue what I'm talking about. So I always rate my manicures anywhere from 1 to 5. 1 being the worst and 5 being the best, and they're all based on, most of them are song lyrics or album titles, because I love music and I just wanted to kind of be different from everyone else who does YouTube in a way. You know, we all do these videos, but I just thought it would be fun. So if I rated a 1, that's the worst, and that rating gets a rating of hot dog flavored water, and that is actually an album from Limp Bizkit. And then if I rated a 2, that is How Could You Do Somebody Like That, and that is Boiler, a song from Limp Bizkit. And then if I give it a 3, it's Cause Your Mouth's Writing Checks That Your Ass Can't Cash, which is a song called Full Nelson from Limp Bizkit. And number 4 is that One Day I Will Get You in My Hands and I'll Play With You. And that is a song called Play With Me by ICP. And that came about because I always tell like my kids I want to go play with my polishes. So that kind of fit there. And then number 5, which is the best, is called, it gets a rating of Here's What It Looks Like Being the Best, which is A Cut Above, which is a song by Avery Watts. And just remember, when I'm rating these, I'm not always rating the polishes. I'm mainly rating the manicures. A lot of times nothing's wrong with the polishes. It's just usually a fault on my part because I've tried to, you know, pair something together that would not work. And then if you see me looking down a lot, it's because I have my little handy dandy nail book that I keep track of all my notes because I cannot remember everything from just a month ago, but I can't remember it all, so whatever. So in June, I wore 19 manis with 31 polishes, so not too crazy, but a little crazy. Okay, so first up, let's just get right into it. First up, I wore 2 polishes. I wore this polish from Essie, which is called, what is it called? Grass Never Greener, and this just came out. I am not sure if this was their, I think this is their summer 2023 collection. If it's not, it was their spring one, but it is a recent one. But it's just a really, really pretty green. I'm not sure what color green you would say this is. It's not really, kind of like a grass green maybe. It's just really pretty green. And then I also wore Polish Malish Okariska. I'll put that there. I don't know. That's probably, my light is probably too bright. And my camera, of course, I get it to where it will go, but it won't focus, of course. But it's Okroshka, Okariska. And this is kind of like, I know it's probably looking white, but it's like really like, it's so pretty. It's like a pinkish base color with like these green glitters in it. And I thought that these would, you know, go well together because I thought they would match. Sorry. And on this manicure, I wore a regular base coat, 2 coats of Essie, 3 coats of this because it is, you know, a little bit thinner than the Essies, and then a glossy top coat. I did have to soak the nails off that had this on it because this is a glitter, but other than that, it was easy removal. And I rated this a 3 because your mouth's writing checks that your ass can't cash, because even though both these polishes are beautiful, I'm not sure, you'll see the pictures over here, how well they really went together, but I did love them both. I thought they went, you know, for very pretty polishes, just, I don't know that they went together quite as well as I thought they would. So next I wore 1 polish, and this is called It's Corn from Moonshine Manny. I don't know how well y'all are seeing this because it's like very bright, this light I have today, but This is kind of like a very light yellow Corelli with, it's got like pink, green, yellow, yeah, pink, green, and yellow little glitters and flakies in there. I just thought this is such a cute polish. It's too stinking cute. And in my manicure picture, I wore a blurring base coat, 3 coats of the polish, 1 coat of glitter grabber, and 1 coat of glossy top coat. And I definitely had to soak this polish off, but it is too, there we go. Maybe I was a little too close with that one earlier. This polish is too stinking cute. It's just too stinking cute. I rated this as a 5. This is what it looks like being the best because, I don't know. I just love this one, but I don't know. I love stuff like this, Corelli's with stuff in it, so I just thought this one was, like I said, too stinking cute. Definitely a polish that I love and can't wait to wear again. That's so cute. Okay. So next up, I just wore 1 polish, and this is from Smith & Colt, and this is called Palace in Wonderland. And this is kind of like a really pretty pink with a shimmer in it, and this was really pretty. Every time I look down at my nails, in my head I could hear that song, I feel pretty, oh so pretty. I don't even know what that song is, but this was just a real like you know, just a really pretty pink polish. It was so pretty. But in my pictures, I have a blurring base coat on, 3 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. This was super easy to remove because it's just a basic shimmer. You know, nothing in it or anything. So super easy to remove. I rated this a 4, that one day I will get you in my hands and I'll play with you because I cannot wait to wear this again, because this polish, you guys, it's just, like I said, it's pretty. It's very, very pretty. So very good, you know, manicure with that one. So then next up, I wore 2 polishes together for my next manicure. I wore another one from Smith & Colt, and this is called Unseen. And this is a really pretty, this one was shocking how pretty this was and how much I loved it. It's like a very pretty, like light cement or heather gray with like a shimmer in it. And I also wore from Rogue Lacquer Maze Craze, and this is it's like a clear base, but it has like, it's like a giant flaky bomb. It has like, I'm trying to see where I can see this the best. It has like green and purple and black flakies in there. There we go. It is very pretty. I didn't know if these really looked good together, but I thought this one might be a lot just by itself, so I was trying to find it, you know, some polishes to wear with it so I could wear it like as an accent. And you would think purple would look good with it, but I couldn't find any purples in my own personal collection that looked all right with it. And I thought it looked okay with this gray. And in my pictures, I'm wearing a regular base coat, 2 coats of each, and a glossy top coat. These were both easy to remove because these are flakies, not glitter, so no soaking off, super easy to remove. I rated this a 4, that one day I will get you in my hands and I'll play with you because I can't wait to wear them both. This Smith & Colt, it did steal the show of the manicure though, I think. I could not get over how stinking cute this one was, how pretty it was, just the gray with the shimmer. It was, I cannot wait to wear that one again, but super cute manicure. And then next up, I wore 1 polish from Mooncat, and it is called Warp Zone. And it's basically a hollow that's like, kind of like maybe like a lime green, I guess is how I would describe it. It's very pretty, and it definitely, I might put a 2-fold picture here because it definitely looks different in different lightings. In normal lighting, it looks like it's coming off on my camera right now, but if you took it out in the sun, she turned more of like a grass greeny, or if you got in super high light, she was more like a grass green. And in my picture, I wore a blurring base coat, 2 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. This is super easy to remove because there's nothing, nothing in the polish. And I wound up rating this a 3 because your mouse rating checks that your ass can't cash, because it is very pretty. It's not my favorite from Mooncat, and I don't know. I did love it a lot, but it's just not my favorite from Mooncat, so I got a 3 because it didn't really earn, a 4. It just kind of fell in between, but it is a very pretty polish, which I'll wear again sometime soon, hopefully. So then next up, I wore, let's see, 2 polishes. I wore Fiance from Shalise Polish, which is basically like a nude, just a basic nude, but it has this like golden to pinkish color shifting shimmer in there. I don't know if it's really, there we go, how much it's picking up on camera, but it was very noticeable. It's very noticeable in the bottle, and it was very noticeable in, on your nails too. And then I also wore it with Bluebird New You Who Dis, which is one of her scattered hollow formulas, and Bluebird, she kills it with these scattered hollows. They are amazing. And this is kind of like a beigey color too, and it kind of has that, trying to get it to show with my lights, but it kind of has that kind of same pinkish to gold shimmer pull that this one does. I thought they looked very good together. In my pictures, I wore a blurring base coat, which I only needed for the Shalise polish. I only needed a blurring base coat for that one, but I did wind up wearing a blurring base coat, 2 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. They were both easy to remove because, there's nothing in here that would be difficult to remove, so super easy to remove. I rated this a 4 because one day I will get you in my hands and I'll play with you, because I cannot wait to wear these again. I cannot wait to wear these again. Both of these amazing polishes. Then it was at this moment my nails broke, which was, to me, I don't know, I can see where it is upsetting to some people, but not that big a deal to me because my nails grow pretty easily. But I do understand if your nails do not grow easily, that it can be very upsetting. But I'm kind of lazy with some stuff, and I think about getting that Orley, I cannot think of what it's called, like a repair kit thing, because I've heard wonderful things about it. But then I think, would I really do it? Because they just grow back, and I really don't mind when my nails are short. I don't mind the way they look. I prefer them about a mid-length, like when they had broke, like in the last picture you just looked at. They were getting to the point that if they grew too much longer, I would have cut them myself, so it wasn't that big enough, that big of a deal, because I was going to cut them myself if they got too much longer. But I just look at it like my nails, they had been living their best life. They had been living their best life. And this girl right here, this is my ring finger on my dominant hand. She'd had enough. She'd had enough of the best life. She was done with it. So she broke, and I don't know, I could have kept my hand that I show my pictures long, but I personally don't like that on myself. I know several people wear their nails like that, but for myself, I personally don't like it. So all my nails had to go at that point, but that's okay. So we dealt with it. We moved on. It's life. So then the next manicure I wore contained 1 polish, and it is from Moonshine Manny, and it is called Spring Row, and this is a very glowy green. This is such a pretty polish. It's got like a yellow glow to it, I guess, but it is just super glowy, super pretty, easy removal because there's nothing in here. This one I wore with a blurring base coat, three coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. And I rated it a 4, that one day I will get you in my hands and I'll play with you, because this was such glowy goodness. It just was, that I cannot wait to wear her again. Super cute polish. Okay, then I wore, Okay, then next I wore two polishes. I wore Fair Maiden's Deer Heart, which is from their Tinty collection. It's just like a black jelly, just a simple black jelly. And I wore it with Noodles Nail Polish Snow Globe. And this is a topper that's a clear base, and it just has all these like little white flakes in it. It does have some snowflakes in there, but they're very sparse. The glitters, I think, are the perfect right amount, but the snowflakes are sparse, so I just made sure, since it's, you know, the middle of summer, not to get any snowflakes on my brush, which was super easy. I didn't have a hard time doing this. And I think it's, what gave me the inspiration for this one is, I believe it's Chameleon Nails. They have a collection, but unfortunately you can't buy it in the USA, and I tried to get it from a stockist, but they're not stocking it. As of right now. They might later, is what I was told, if the popularity is there, or the want or desire for it, I guess. And I guess people aren't requesting it, but I want the whole collection. It's beautiful. It's basically a collection of different colored jellies with white matte glitters in between, and gives it like a really cool like pondish effect, which I guess if you have a white matte glitter topper, which I think they're pretty easy to find, and this one I already have and it works well, you could create that collection yourself if you can find the jelly colors. But I still would like the collection, because I don't think, you know, I bought this whole Tinty Fair Maiden jelly collection and I love it. I mean, this was my first time using it, but I love the way it looked when I swatched it. But I still don't think all the Fair Maidens that I have are the same coloring as the Chameleon. I think it's called Chameleon. Like I said, it's not a US based brand polish. So I would love to get that collection, but that gave me the inspiration to do this polish. And it's kind of like a little pawn manicure, or I don't know, that's what I call it, but it's like a jelly sandwich basically. And I wind up doing, yeah, it was like a jelly sandwich, a regular base coat, 2 coats of jelly, so 2 coats of the Fair Maiden, 1 coat of the Snow Globe, and then 1 coat of the Fair Maiden jelly over top, a glossy top coat, glossy top coat, a glossy top coat, I guess I'm saying it right, a glossy top coat over top of that, and made a jelly sandwich. I did have to use clips on this. I wound up rating this a 5. This is what it looks like being the best, because like I said, that collection from Chameleon had come out and I do want it. And so that gave me the inspiration to do this. And I think it turned out, you know, pretty well. I liked it. I would wear it again. Can't wait to wear it again. Both amazing polishes. Love them both. Then next up, I wore one polish. I wore another polish from Mooncat, and this is called Strange Berry. And this is kind of, it's another jelly polish, but it's like a corally with, it has like gold flakies in it. It's like, a corally pink, but more coral leaning. And in my pictures, I have a blurring base coat on, 3 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. This is easy removal. I wind up rating this a 3, because your mouse writing checks that your ass can't cash, because it just wasn't my favorite. This isn't my favorite color combination, or, you know, the corally isn't my favorite, but it did grow on me, and as I wore it, I could see where this is so pretty, especially in the summertime. But, you know, I would wear it any year, but especially in the summertime, this was super pretty. Great polish. Can't wait to wear it again. And then next up, I wore, let's see, I wore 1, 2, 3, 4. I wore 4 polishes. I did kind of like a little Skittle manicure, I guess. The first one I wore is from Pretty, or Polished and Pretty, and this is called Catch My Drift, and this is basically kind of like a neon. I think it's neon. It's really bright, like pinkish, kind of reddish pinkish lean polish. And then I wore Glistening Glow Baby Shark, which is a blue Crelly with, it's got like pink, green, yellow, blue, orange, little glitters in there. And then I wore China Glaze Frozen in Lime, which is just, I believe this came out in their summer 2020, yeah, their summer 2023 collection. It's just a really pretty lime green cream polish. It's kind of like creamy jelly-ish consistency, but I didn't have a problem with it. I liked it. I think it's pretty. And then I wore Polished and Pretty Out of Sight, which is just a bright neon like highlighter yellow, super cute. And I wore these like this. You'll see the picture, but I thought that the Glistening Glow, all the glitters in the Glistening Glow would pull all these colors together, and I think it did. In my pictures, I wore regular base coat, 2 coats of Baby Shark with glitter grabber only on Baby Shark, 3 coats of the green and the pink, and then I did wind up doing 4 coats of this yellow, and a glossy top coat. On the neon one, so on all 3 of these, I guess everything basically but the Baby Shark, they really could have used a blurring base coat, but I didn't, at the time, I didn't think about that. I did use clips to remove the Baby Shark, but the others were easy. I wind up rating this a 3, because your mouse rating checks that your ass can't cash, because in my head I did think it turned out very cute, but I think in my head I thought it would be super cute, and it was only semi-cute, I guess. And I'm keeping all of these, but this Baby Shark I bought new. I have to go back and check my spreadsheet, but I'm pretty sure I bought this new on Black Friday. I think I'm going to put this in the giveaway because I just don't feel like it's my favorite Crelly that I've used. I mean, I love some of her other Crellys, but just the color combination, it wasn't really my favorite. So I think I'll put that one in the giveaway. So then next up, I wore one polish from Glistening Glow, and this is called Let's Glow Crazy. And it is basically like a really light but bright green polish. It's super pretty. On this one, I wore a blurring base coat, 2 coats of polish, a glitter grabber, and a glossy top coat. I did use clips to soak this off. I wonder if this, after I was wearing it, I wonder if this would look, good, like over like maybe like a purple or like a blue maybe. I did like this polish a lot. It grew on me more and more as I wore it. It was super cute, but not my favorite. I wound up rating this a 3 because your mouse rating checks that your ass can't cash, because looking at it in the bottle, this is like a polish that I would love, and I didn't love it as much as I thought I would love it, but still a cute polish. Okay, then next up, I wore 2 polishes, and they're both from Moonshine Manny, and the first one is Honor's Perfect Polish. This says it's limited edition 11th birthday, and I guess every year her daughter Honor and her make a polish together, which is super cute. And this one is kind of like, I believe she described it as like a red, like salmon colored, like reddish coral salmon. Basically, it's supposed to be a cream, but it kind of had that like a thicker jelly consistency, which I loved on my nails. I love the way it like looked squishy like a jelly, but it was way thicker than a normal jelly. So it's kind of like a creamy jelly leaning more towards a cream. I don't know if this is the only cream I have of hers. So next time I purchase from her, I'm going to try to get another cream so I can see if that's how all her creams are, because I personally love the way it looked kind of squishy like a jelly on my fingernails. And if you don't know about Moonshine Manny, let me throw this in there real fast. She does, anytime you purchase from her website, if you purchase 3 or more, she always, like, doesn't matter when, she always does 10% off. So whenever I purchase from her, I always try to get at least 3 polishes, because it doesn't seem like much, but it adds up. And it's super nice that she does that because, you know, she wouldn't have to. And the other one from Moonshine Manny is Spring is in the Air. And this is just a lighter, not super light, like a mid-tone blue, I guess, with like Crelly, with like pinkish, white, and silver in there, maybe. I thought, like, this is my type of polish normally, but I don't know. I just didn't really love this one, the Crelly, but I love the, let me hold them this way maybe, because you can see them better. I didn't really love the Crelly, but I did like this one quite a bit. I wind up rating them a 2. How could you do somebody like that? Because this Crelly, like when you look at it in the bottle, this is my type of polish. And my foot's asleep. This is my type of polish, and I thought I would love it, but I just didn't for some reason. So I'm actually going to put this one in the giveaway. Spring is in the Air, and I just purchased this. I guess this is my first time wearing it, but I purchased this directly from her site. I don't think, and this one too, not too long ago. That video, I don't think I've released yet, but I'm going to keep the Honor one for now. It's not my favorite shade coloring, but I did love the formula of it. Like I said, I love how it looked squishy on my nails. For right now, I'm going to keep this one, but I'm going to put the Spring is in the Air, the blue Crelly one, in the giveaway. And in my pictures, I have a regular base coat, 3 coats of both polishes, and a glossy top coat. And I did use clips on Spring is in the Air to remove it because it's glitters. And I did rate it a 2. How could you do somebody like that? I think I might have already said that, because when you look at this polish, this is like a polish I would say, oh, that's me, that's me. But on my nails, I just didn't really care for it, so that's why it got that rating. Okay, so then where are we at? Okay, so then next up, I wore one polished. I wore Greed by Different Dimension, and this is just another super glowy green. I wound up receiving this polish in a mystery bag or box thingy that I bought, and I thought this was really pretty. It was super glowy. Like this girl, she was a glowy girl. She was a glowy girl. In my pictures, I have a blurring base coat on, 2 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. Easy to remove because nothing's in here. I wind up rating this a 3 because your mouse writing checks that your ass can't cash. Because even though I did love it, it's not my favorite polish by any means, but I definitely thought it was pretty glowy. Pretty amazing polish. Okay, so next up, sorry, I have to keep readjusting because my feet are going to sleep down here. Okay, so next up, I wore 2 polishes. I wore this from Hello Taco, and this is Banana Medicine, which is basically like a really pretty light yellow cream, and I bought this in a D-stash from someone. And then I wore it with Noodles Nail Polish, Blueberry Lemonade, which is basically a white Crelly with, it's got like little blue, it basically looks like Blueberry Lemonade. It's got like little blue glitters and yellow glitters, which kind of match this pretty much. This coloring on this matched. And in my pictures, I wore a regular base coat on the Hello Taco. I wore a blurring base coat on Noodles because it's a white. I don't know that I would have needed it, but I did wear it. I wore 3 coats of Hello Taco, 2 coats of Noodles, a glitter grabber on Noodles, and then a glossy top coat over the whole thing. This was too stinking cute. This was too stinking cute. This manicure, I fell in love with this manicure. My only issue was, and I don't know, this is my first time ever wearing Hello Taco, and when I swatched it, I wound up buying 2 in a D-stash from someone. One is one of their hollows, and one is a cream, and I wind up loving this on the swatches. But when I wore this, and I would love to know your all's opinions, or your all's, if you all know anything about Hello Taco, like this chipped on my nails in less than 24 hours. Like I wound up painting my nails like at 8 o'clock at night, and before 4 in the afternoon, I just remember because I was like getting things ready to kind of start dinner, I looked down and my nails had chipped. So somewhere but from 8 o'clock that night to 4 in the afternoon the next day they had chipped, and I had not done anything strenuous that day to make them chip. So that kind of makes me iffy about if I'll keep this. I'm probably going to try to wear it one more time, but if it chips on me again like that, I will probably just get rid of it, because this at this point is like one of my, in the month, was one of my favorite manicures. And because this one chipped, I could have fixed the chip, which I've done before if I'm in a hurry, but I wasn't in a hurry, and I don't really like the way when you fix a chip. I think you can get by with it, like out in public, people don't notice because they're not, you know, close up, but when you're close up, you can see that chip, and it's constantly like, ooh, you can see where you fixed it. So I had to wind up removing this whole manicure, which was sadder than my nail breaking, really, because this was too stinking cute. So if you have any experience with Holo Taco, and if Holo Taco chips very well, comment it down below, because I would like to know. But like I said, I'll probably try to give this one more go, just to see if, you know, if she won't chip again. But if she does chip, she's out. The girl is out. But I did have to use the clips for the Noodles nail polish to get it off, but the Holo Taco, easy removal. I wound up rating this manicure a 5. This is what it looks like being the best, because like I said, this was too stinking cute. The only disappointment was the Holo Taco chipping, but the way, the formula of it and the way it looked was amazing. But too stinking cute, that manicure. It just was too stinking cute. Okay, so then next up, I wore one polish. I wore Dam, or Dom, I'm sorry, it's called Dom. I say it Dam sometimes. Neon Kitty. And this is basically a grayish blue Crelly with yellow and pink neon. There's a little bit of black in here too. Neon glitters. It is like a lot. It is a lot. It is jam-packed. This girl, she is jam-packed. And this is a twin Manny I did with Just Living, and I will link her channel down below. She's just another pretty wonderful YouTuber, you know, on YouTube. So go check out her channel if you're not subscribed. She does 90, I don't know, I would say 97 to 98% of her channel is nail content. If you like my channel, you'll love her channel. You're probably already subscribed to her channel, the majority of you. But if you're not, I will link her down below, or you could just search Just Living and you will find her that way too. But I'll definitely link her channel. But we wore this as a twin Manny together, and in my pictures I have a regular base coat, 2 coats of polish, a glitter grabber, and a glossy top coat. You did have to use clips for this to remove it, and when you're removing it, she was a very messy girl. She was very messy. I mean, I had it down here on my skin. Sometimes I'm like, I don't even know how it gets down that far, because I used the clips to remove it, but you know, I didn't mind the clipping of it, but she was a very messy girl to remove. This isn't my favorite polish from Dom, but it is very cute. I wind up rating this a 3, because your mouse writing checks that your ass can't cash, because again, she got that rating because looking at it in the bottle, I was like, ooh, that is my polish. That girl is my polish. She is my polish. But on my nails, I didn't love her as much as I thought I would. But not a bad polish, just not my favorite. Okay, so then next up, I wore 2 polishes, and both these polishes I got in a mystery. And the first one is Girly Bits Yellow Polka Dot Bellini, and it is like a really pretty, like coralish polish, like kind of like, it looks like it's going to be like a jelly-ish consistency and give you that Ponda look with matte white glitters, which I love that look. I love that look. And the other one is from Emily Damali, and it is Coolith, and it's kind of like the same. This one is more, like you can tell this one is kind of like more jelly-ish. This one is more creamish with these white, it's like a tealish or turquoise blue with these white matte glitters. I thought these would look good together, and I do think they looked okay together, but for, let me go on and tell you just how I wore them first. So I had a regular base coat, 3 coats of polish of both of these, glitter grabber on both of them, and a glossy top coat. I do think these both looked good together, but no matter how much I tried, I could not get these to clean up with my cleanup brush and look right. They just looked, I don't know. I just couldn't get them to clean up right. They looked like, I don't know what to say, how to say it. They look kind of like unkept, not really unkept, like a child painted them. I don't know. I tried and tried with my cleanup brush and it just was not going right. So I did not like this at all, and I wound up taking it off the same night. You had to use clips to remove them. But like I said, I tried with my cleanup brush to get them to just look good. But, you know, I am not a professional nail tech or a professional nail polish applier by any means. I'm just a girl who loves nail polish, who just decided to pick up a camera one day and start a YouTube with no rhyme or reason as to why I did it. I just thought I want to do it, so I did it. So like I said, I'm not probably 100%, I know I'm not 100% the best nail applier on the earth, but I just could not get this to look right. So I wound up rating this a 1 hot dog flavored water because, like I said, I took it off that same night, and it is very unusual for me to take off a polish that same night. I tend to paint my nails every other night, and if I paint a manicure that I don't like, I will take it off the next night, but I usually will make it through, you know, that whole day with it and wait till that night. I couldn't with this. I wound up taking it off that very same night, so it was rough for me. So I wound up going to put both of these in the giveaways. They did come from Mysteries, and I think they're gorgeous in the bottle, but just didn't work out for me. Those polishes just, I don't know, not for me. And then next up, I wore 2 polishes. I wore Orley's Kaleidoscope Eyes, which is kind of like an orchidy purple. It is so pretty, just a basic cream. And then I wore with it Noodles Nail Polish, Cotton Candy Skies, which is basically a glitter crelly. It's like a lilac-y purple with like silver and pink glitters in it. This manicure I thought was so cute. This was so cute together, too stinking cute. In the pictures, I have a regular base coat, 2 coats of polish, glitter grabber on Noodles, and a glossy top coat. I did use clips to remove the Noodles because it does have glitters in it. But this was too stinking cute, and I rated it a 5. This is what it looks like being the best. I can't wait to wear that again. That was such a good combination. Okay, then my next manicure, I wore 1 polish from Swamp Gloss, and this is Clarissa Explains It All. And this is kind of like a white crelly with all these like neon flakies in yellow, blue, pink, and then there's like some like glass flakies in there. And this is actually supposed to be a thermal. It's supposed to change to like a lighter green, and I have not released that video yet where I purchased this, I don't think. But I normally don't buy thermals, but I was purchasing some from I think it was Indie Mixtapes, which is a collab website between Swamp Gloss and BCB Lacquer. And you know, I had my polishes in the cart and I was going to check out, and I noticed how much shipping was, and I was like, well, that's more than a bottle of polish. So I went back to their site because I was like, I might as well get another bottle of polish because that throws me into free shipping, and the shipping itself was going to be more than adding a bottle of polish. So I went back to the site, and there wasn't anything else I wanted besides this one, which was a thermal, like I said, which I don't normally buy. But I guess I looked at it like I was going to pay the shipping, and I might as well get the polish instead of paying the shipping. It is super cute, and it was very disappointing though because I purchased this. I mean, I think this polish might be a little bit older, but I purchased it, and I made sure to get it into my summer rack because I wanted to at least see the thermal transition once. This didn't transition, and it's my first time wearing it, so kind of upsetting, but it's still pretty in the white formula, but I personally didn't like it. So I'm going to put this one in the giveaway because I don't know why I didn't like it. I kept looking at my nails thinking, oh, you like it, you like it. And I thought, I'm forcing myself to like this, and I have so many polishes. And if there's, you know, if I'm having to force my mind to say I like it, I need to just to to give it away because I have so many polishes. So this one is going in the giveaway, and it doesn't transition, but it's still a beautiful polish in this state. And in my pictures, I wore a blurring base coat, 3 coats of polish, a glossy top coat. I don't know if I would have used the clips, but I did wind up using the clips with this because I couldn't tell. I think there is actually some glitters. It's flakies and glitters. So I did use the clips. And I wound up rating this a 2. How could you do somebody like that? Because of the issue with the thermal not transitioning, which I do know they die, but I thought I could at least get 1 usage out of it. And because this is another polish, when I look at this, this is a polish, I would think, oh, that's my polish, but it is not my polish. But I just didn't like it for whatever reason. Okay, so then I wind up wearing 2 polishes, and this is my last manicure of the month. I wind up wearing Mooncat, I'm not sure, euphoric, and this is like a really pretty, like, lilac-y pinkish cream, kind of like a pinkish cream with like a drop of purple in it to kind of give it that like orchidy lilac color. And then I wore it with Noodles nail polish, Above the Clouds, which is kind of like that Emily DeMolly Cooleth. It's kind of like a turquoise tealish blue with these white matte glitters in there. And in my pictures, I have a regular base coat, 3 coats of polish, glitter grabber on Noodles, and a glossy top coat. Both the formulas on these polishes are amazing. I love the Mooncat. Love, love, love the Mooncat. This polish here, I love these color this like turquoise blue color in the bottle, but I think I've come to realize I just don't like them on my nails for whatever reason. I just don't care for the way they look on my nails. So I wound up rating this a 2. How could you do somebody like this? Because the manicure itself was very cute, but you know, it was at this moment I realized that this color combination, even though, or not color combination, but this coloring base color of this like turquoise tealish, like it's like a turquoise, I would call it, blue. I love it, but on my nails, I just don't care for it. So I'm going to put this one in the giveaway. And I'm going to try to stop buying those, even though I'm drawn to them, because I just don't think they look good. So that's why it got the rating of 2. How could you do somebody like that? Because I would think I would love it, but I just, on my nails, I don't know. I just don't, I guess this coloring just, in my mind, does not look right. And I did wind up using clips on the Noodles nail polish, but other than that, that was easy to remove. So that is basically all the manicures I wore this month. Comment down below what you wore this month, because I'm always curious, or your favorite manicures of the month that you wore, because I'm always curious to see what everyone wore. And this was another long one, but we got through it. And if you're still watching, I do appreciate it. I so thank everyone who subscribes to my channel. I do so appreciate it. It means a lot to me. And if you do like nail content like this and you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing, because I do monthly giveaways of nail polish to subscribers. I hope everyone has a great day. Remember, keep polishing. Bye, guys.